So I think there are several pieces that really contribute to our opinion of ourselves. And one, I think, is our frame of mind. You know, like think back, way back when, to when you were in love for the first time. You're in love for the first time. Right? You know, everything is beautiful. Everybody's wonderful. You're driving, somebody cuts you off, and you go, oh, God bless you. It's okay, because I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. Oh, my God, I left my wallet somewhere. It doesn't matter. I'm in love. I'll deal with it, you know, because that's your frame of mind, right? But think about it. If your frame of mind was that your boss just yelled at you, you know, and then somebody cuts you off, oh, I'm going to get them. That's what I'm going to do. I should just drive them off the road, right? Well, another piece I think that's interesting is, and I often hear people do this kind of thing, it's like what questions they ask themselves. You know, the people will ask themselves very disempowering questions. Oh my God, why am I such an idiot? Oh my God, why do I screw everything up? Oh my God, why does everything I touch turn to muck? You know, now that's a really disempowering question. There is no good answer to that. But the answer, a good answer, is not even the problem. The problem is, why are you asking a question that disempowers you from the get-go? Now, an empowering question would be something like, well, how can I use this to make my life better? How can I use this to be more of the person I want to be? How can I use this as an opportunity to grow and show up differently in my life and be more loving and more giving and compassionate to other people? How can I use this in a way that is a greater expression of the Spirit of God that I am? I think what we hold dear, you know, we move toward what we hold really dear in life. You know, so if it's being of service, or if it's love or success or health, we move toward what we really, really hold dear. And I think by the same token, we also move away from those things that we really want to avoid, you know, like anger or being in a situation where we might be humiliated or being bored or lonely. We move away from those things. And then I would say that also, up to this current point, the beliefs we have about ourselves are like the filters for our life experience. You know, that sometimes we have a belief and we're certain what something means, and then down the road we find out what it actually means is completely different. Do you know what I'm talking about? No? It's like when you're pulling into a parking lot and somebody is honking behind you, and you just want to give them a body signal, you know? You know? Because you are driving the best and the most responsibly you can, and they are honking on you, you know, and you just want to make a gesture that is so clear in the universal mind. So, right? And you know what that honking means, right? That they are disapproving of you, and you're doing it wrong, and you're bad. And so you continue into the parking lot, and then you look in your rearview mirror, and you notice the person who is honking at you is a very dear friend you haven't seen in a while, and they're waving like crazy, you know? And all of a sudden, what it means goes from way over here to way over here, right? So what this is really is this is proof of what you find what you look for, you know? You can find evidence to back up anything, can't you? Yeah, bacon's a health food, absolutely. I read it right here on the internet. So I heard this story about these 3 young guys in college. And they had an apartment together, and they needed a sofa. So they went to the Salvation Army. And they bought this old sofa at the Salvation Army. It was a great deal. They bring the sofa back to the apartment. And they've got the sofa for a while, but they notice that the sofa is never really comfortable. They cannot figure out why the sofa is so darn uncomfortable. So they're taking the cushions off, and they're jumping on the cushions, and they're beating the cushions and trying to even out the cushions, and they'd sit on the sofa and lay on the sofa. The sofa is never comfortable. So what they finally decide to do is that they open up all the cushions, and they're going to pull out all the stuffing and see what's going on, and maybe there's a way they can rearrange it. And when they pull out the stuffing, what do they find but bags of money? Tens of thousands of dollars. A huge amount of money, big, big, big money. And so now this is the amazing thing, is that they go back to the Salvation Army and they want to know who donated the sofa. And they say, well, we don't keep records. It's impossible. We have so many donations that we just give people the write-off slip and they drop off the stuff and we keep no records of that. Now, So they go back and they look in the sofa cushions again, and one of the things they find is a deposit slip. So they are able to, through the help of the bank and stuff, they're able to find the woman, an elderly woman who is now in a nursing home. And what had happened was that her health had taken a big turn, and her children put her in the nursing home, and then they donated all her stuff. And so the great thing is she really, really needed this money. So there's just so many things here that's just so spectacular about this, that these boys, the three boys, all came from the same high school. So they had an ethic that they shared that was similar. So you can see what brought them together. That their belief was amazing. That they were so big in consciousness that they found the money, went through all this effort to be able to return the money. Now, how do you think their life experience was being shaped? What would the quality of their life be like in the future? Probably pretty good. Probably pretty good, because that's what they were putting out. Now, would there be stuff that happens? Well, of course, it does. It does. But you get what you look for.